Hey everybody, it's Xander and welcome back to Analogue, a hate story. Right then, this is going to be the ending extravaganza thing. That. I'm basically just going to be going for the other primary endings. May or may not include some additional dialogue with the characters, depending on if there's any that's new that leads up to it or somewhat, something like that. But anyway, yeah, let's jump right in because I'm rambling and I'm... Ugh. Okay, yeah, so starting off, the friend-zoning Hyun-ae route, because this is going to be fun. Yeah, so she admits her feelings, and being really silly, right? I mean, even it's ridiculous. I suppose I have to say yes, I think it's ridiculous. I know, but I can't help it. I really do feel that way about you. I'm in love. When I talk to you, it's just, you understand me. You've heard my whole life story. You've heard about the bad things I've done, and you don't hate me. That just feels so wonderful. I guess it's a little silly given how short it's been, but you know me now better than anyone's known me in my life. I just think we wouldn't have gotten this far if there wasn't something special between us. I know, it's a lot to spring on someone just like that, and I don't even know if you're even a man or the sort of woman who wouldn't have a problem with that or still unmarried, but if you are, do you think we might have a chance together? Even just a chance? Okay, wait a minute. Is this where I have to is this a rejection? Or what happens if I say no here? Because she's asking for a chance that, which obviously isn't like just flat out saying that I reciprocate the feeling. The feelings are reciprocated. Well, it was a long shot. I know. I'm not mad at you or anything. I had to say it. If you can understand everything I've told you, I'm sure you can understand that. I've been holding on it for a while. It's just... Jeez, anyway, it's fine. Forget about... Anyway. There was something else I still want to ask you. It doesn't have to be as your wife or anything. I'd rather it be that way. I saw that. I understand you don't want that. But will you please take me with you just as a... what's the word? I can't think of it. What's the word for a good friend except female? I'm drawing a blank here. A friend? Or whatever it is. I just mean like that. Can you just take me with you as a passenger? Please? Yeah, sure. Thank you so much. I hope I don't sound ungrateful. Even if you don't feel the same way about me. It's still the best thing anyone's ever done for me. So... Very well. I'll decompile myself now. That way you can just drop the terminal and download a copy of everything to your ship, including myself. It should only take a few days to do a complete transfer. I'll see you soon, alright? And really, thank you. Now was it, okay, it was just download, right. I know I just read it, but my brain... yes, abort. Oh. 3 days, 23 hours, and 59. Yeah. Oh, little salute. That's cute. I think. Okay, from a more critical standpoint, I do think that she kind of jumps in. Okay, I mean, I'm trying to be fair, but at the same time, I understand. I think I might have even said before. I don't remember. I can understand where she's coming from in the sense that, this is the first time anyone's really shown compassion to her in a long time, since her own parents, I'd assume. Really understood her, listened to her. And after this long, yeah, I can I can see how she just, jump to those kinds of feelings, but... Okay, so now we're gonna do the meat route. This is directly after the reactor sequence. You did it! You did it! You saved my life! I'm recording this because, obviously last time we did Hyun-ae throughout this little segment, so I didn't really get to see how Mute reacted. You have my deepest and sincerest gratitude. Really, if it weren't for you, I'd be dead right now. I owe my life. Thank you. If you want to talk for a little bit before we get back to business, that'd be quite alright with me. Wow, nothing like a near brush of death, huh? Now, okay, I should stress this isn't necessarily a completionist run, obviously. I'm going for the endings here. I'll 100% the game later on my own time, as well as try to get all the achievements, because I know there's one achievement where it's like, you have to tell Hyun-ae you're both a man and a woman, and that, because I believe it's like earlier in the game she asks you what your gender is. I don't remember because it's been a while since I started playing it, so, I mean, a while. There's long gaps in between starting the series and, updating it, but... And I think it's like later, at some point later on, she'll ask you again and you can change your answer. And you get an achievement for that. I don't even remember what I said to her the first time, so... Alright, let's talk to her. That really was a close call. Well... So, when the time was getting close near the end, I kind of got to thinking. Just that, the whole ship is dead. Once you're gone, it's going to be pretty uneventful and pretty lonely. Like, uneventful? That's okay, I don't mind that. I mean, uneventful means that things are secure, so I'm programmed to feel at ease when that's the case. So yeah, uneventful I can deal with by design. But lonely? Yes, I'm just an AI, but I'm programmed like a woman. I like to talk, okay? I mean, I'm sure you've noticed. How do you do it? Is it because you're a man, you're better at that sort of thing? Is that it? So yeah, that's what I've been thinking about. It's just kind of depressing. But hey, I'm still alive. That's pretty good, right? Let me tell you, I'll take purposeless and alive over the alternative any day. Okay, wow, I've just been rambling there about myself. I kind of hate it when other people do that. I'll knock it off now. So anyway, what were we talking about? There was something I noticed actually when I was checking my progress on this save file so I could make sure if this was close enough to use or not before. Yeah, I went through the reactor sequence off camera obviously and just saved it right at the end there. There was something I noticed, and actually, where was it? Unsent letter 2, I think that's it. I noticed she highlights here, and there was another one I think. 3, 4, art is... Yeah, my art, okay. Yeah, so she has 2 little pop-ups here. I want to quickly see what those are, because I'm curious, and why not. Oh, my feelings are so confused. Yeah, I'll say. Incredibly confused with the sound of it. I guess what you'd expect from an uneducated whore, though. Damn, you were as cold as ever. Anyway, I'll let you get back to reading. Oh yeah, thank you for the insightful comments there, Mute. You're wonderful. Ugh. Okay. Man, how's that for verse? Really, it's not the translation, I assure you. It's not exactly any better in the original Korean. Can you believe that was actually written by someone who had studied poetry for years? Seriously? I mean, okay. Might be best if I agree with her at this point. Oh, fuck it, whatever, it's pretty bad, fine. I know, right? Well, there's no surprise, I guess. I mean, for one, I'm pretty sure all poetry written by 16-year-olds is just inherently awful, and she's no exception. She doesn't know anything, and it really, really shows. But, well, more than that, she's still a whore and a woman. Okay, can you drop that? No, never mind. To be fair, you wouldn't really expect any better, regardless of age. I don't know much about the subject, but I mean, come on. There's a reason why men's poetry is what gets studied and taught, and women's poetry is just used for seduction. You poor, poor little line of code. You need real sincerity. You need someone who actually understands love. It's titillating, sure, but it's crap. I could recommend you quite a few female poets, actually. Want me to upload the logs? The files, I mean. Anyway, though I guess what you want to see what the other poem that the whore wrote for her. Yeah, sure, why not? Of course, here, have it. If you found the last one arousing, well, it's not any good, but I'm sure you'll be entertained at least. Sorry I can't just give you one that was meant for a man, though. And that's all the whore's poetry for Sojin. She didn't seem to write down the one she did for anyone else, so that's all you can get. And where is that exactly? Now I'm curious. Pretty flower? Pretty flower who could plant you, then abandon in your bed. Each day I stop to admire your aroma or your mind. Each time I pluck my own petals, but dream of yours in bloom. Well, there you have it. That's it for the scandalous and sordid story of the noble wife Sojin and her husband's whore. I keep going back and forth on how to feel about the whole thing. On the one hand, I feel pretty bad for Sojin. Should have never had to sink to that for her. On the other hand, well, it's not like she didn't still make her decisions for herself. It'd be wrong to just cover it up, right? I respect her, but at the end of the day, she still did do unspeakable things with a whore. Describe unspeakable. I don't just mean... You know what, that actually sounds wrong. That's not how I meant it, so never mind. I'm still just kind of conflicted, especially now that she's long gone. Well, anyway, what'd you think of all that? Again, I'm going to play it safe and say it was awful. Okay, at the same time... Neither one of these are what I want to say. It was hot. Sex. That's... Third option. All I know is... Limitations. I know, right? No matter how you look at it, that's true for sure. Watching a good woman fall like that, well... You get the idea, I'm sure. Anyway, that's all I want to keep you in... That's all I want you to keep in mind. Stories like that, even the messed up ones. There's a reason why the last one dates to the year 322. It's not that their affair came to a conclusion until they both just died. So yeah. Even if it is one hell of a story, it's one that ended completely abruptly. Just remember that, alright? Huh. Oh, and you have more to say. Man, how's that for verse? Really, it's not the translation I show you. It's not saying better than... Oh, is this... It's okay then. Thank you. Your input is invaluable. I wonder how many others she has something to say about. Oh right, I was going through these last time, but I didn't finish because yeah, I didn't finish because actually, I think it was... Wait a minute. Yeah, I never finished going through Mute's question for Hyun-ae. Alright, sure. Why not? Okay, so I can't help but notice you had plenty of time, but never did go back to Hyun-ae to get the whole story about the murders. Why is that? Is it because you don't believe me enough to even ask her? No. Oh, well, that's good. Do you think it's just not important enough to ask about then? No. Oh, okay. I was hoping to say that, honestly. All I can think then is you'd rather just hear it from me, am I right? Yes. Alright, I just figured it's an awfully bold thing to claim about someone you've already met, so it's better to hear it from her directly, but if you do trust me, then sure. Well, I guess there's not really much chance for asking her yourself now. I guess it'll have to be from me. So it's to you. Are you sure you want to go through with this? Ah, sure. Okay then, I think you made the right choice, but, well, no turning back now. You don't want to read all our diaries. It's just really grating whining. Even I couldn't bring myself to read much of it, but here, there's one in particular I think you should see, and I swear this is in her own words. Take a look at this one and come back to me when you're done. Okay, so where's the new one? Block 6. I'll kill them all. Dear Diary, I was far too feverish to do any real cooking, so my servant was doing all the work for me that night when Father came in. I think he was drunk, or maybe just tired or stupid. Wait a minute, I think this is... To respond, it's different from completely impossible with child fantasies.
Ask me if I'm listening. Hint.
No ask for your opinion. Shut up. My dreams had a job working as a ship's engineer for my father. Yeah, I'm pretty sure this is one we read through when I was doing the full playthrough for Hyun-ae's. And I was going to eat, and you'll do it. Just go and keep cooking. Yep. Well, okay then. So you've seen it all for yourself. In her own words, no less. That bitch is just insane. Completely insane. To be fair, you don't have the full story, Mute. I mean, you're acting like you haven't or haven't you actually? Huh. In her own words, no less. That bitch is just insane. Completely insane. You see, that's why I hate her. She killed everyone. She killed my master, her husband, the emperor himself. She killed her own father, and she killed thousands of perfect strangers. She might seem pretty, but listen, she's crazy and she's a monster. The last person to love her suffocated to death because of her. Well, you know what? That's sociopathic. That's appalling. It's damned unforgivable. I really hope you don't feel any pity for her after that. Again, I'm going to play the safe route that I don't. But again, I actually know the whole story, so yes, I do feel some pity for her. Killing everyone, I'm pretty sure I said last time, I mean, I should have because it's true, is obviously, it's pretty repugnant, but at the same time, it's a really messed up situation all around in every conceivable way you look at it. Yeah, so I sure hope not. Well, I guess you've almost got the whole story then. There's just one more thing I think you should look at, and that's pretty much it. I'm going to go ahead and add some of my last logs. They're kind of dry, but I think you should read them. Just trust me here. So come talk to me when you're done with those. After that, well, we've got some things to discuss. No hurry or anything, just let me know. I'm assuming that's going to be her wanting to be downloaded and taken off the shit because she doesn't want to be alone. Okay, so wasn't anything else I could find, so here we go. Last midday report. Midday report for 34 of state. Year. Reactor status nominal, 97% efficiency. Don't worry about it. Fluctuation is fine. Temperature approximately unbirth recorded to Kang Ji-hun. The market opened today at 9 with no complications this time. Foot traffic in the plaza at noon was 200 persons. The size station through the report was doesn't be dull. Wait. Yeah, it's last midday report. Maintenance logs and okay. Oh, okay. These things are all of them. All right. Click. Thank you. Yeah. Really, I've got nothing out of that. It's just horrible. Just really horrible. What a miserable way for everyone to die. Oh yeah, mute maintenance mode enabled. Now performing emergency log recordings. Life support manually deactivated by admin. Warning, 30 minutes of oxygen remaining. Warning, 25 minutes of oxygen remaining. Oh boy. Yeah. And that's the whole story. She killed everyone, made a copy of my code, shoved her own memories into it, then tried to leave me disabled forever. If you hadn't come along, well, I may as well have died with them. So no, the thing you talked to, she's not a human. The real Hyun-ae, the pale bride, suffocated to death at the same time that all our victims died. The one you know, it's just a horrible perversion of me with all our memories. Does that change how you feel about her? Okay. This is kind of a stupid question considering what she just said. No, I mean, yes, why do you hate her then? She's already told us why. No. Alright, good. I'm glad you understand. That's all, really. I just wanted you to know that what she did to me. That's all. I hate that awful bitch exactly as much as I hate the real thing, I assure you. It just makes me feel so violated. Fuck her. Transcribed from the security camera logs of the Kim family storage house. I activate the security camera on the house on the orders of Kim Jung-soo, who had been locked out of his own storage shed by his daughter. All I can do is monitor it, but I can't actually open the door. The pale bride is sitting in front of the computer screen near a large egg-shaped object. She wears an ugly hanbok, her braids have fallen out, and otherwise looks as miserable as ever. I personally only get a brief glimpse of her, then I turn it off. The security's camera still runs, though. A loud knocking can be heard from the door. Kim is shouting for her to unlock the door. He says he'll forgive her for stealing the key if she opens up right now. She doesn't say anything. The banging continues. She keeps typing code on the screen. After a while, the banging starts to slow down, and Kim's shouts are too quiet to be made out. She staggers toward the egg and lies down inside it on a pile of broken glass. After a few minutes, the crazy bitch gasped for air, then stopped half a minute later, dead. The same thing must be happening everywhere else on the ship. Thousands of people suffocating to death. Her terminal continues to beep, the progress bar flashing even after her death. Alright, so... is that it then? If there's something else you'd like to show me, now's your chance. Otherwise... that's everything, I guess, yeah. Yeah, okay. I kind of figured as much. So here we are, I guess. You've got everything you've wanted. So what now? You're just about ready to go, I expect. Okay, let me ask something. Would you even consider the possibility of taking me with you? Maybe. Well, that is nice, but see, here's the thing. I'm bound to the ship. I can't exactly just leave. My programming doesn't say it is your most important duty to ensure the security of the impronounceable, unless everyone's dead, in which case just do whatever. No, it's just, well, I can't. So, like, the rational part of me knows that it's going to be a terrible, lonely place once you go, all alone in space forever. It's just, you know, whenever I think about it, I'm just overwhelmed by my feelings of duty, of how it's so important to stay around for the ship. Sure, I know rationally that it's stupid, but that doesn't matter. You want to know why, despite not being human, I'm identified as a woman? Because I'm fundamentally irrational like one. You mean you're fundamentally irrational like every human being imaginable? Call it emotional, call it hard-coded directives. The difference doesn't really matter, does it? When it really matters, I just can't push aside my feelings and do the rational thing. Well, say... when you said that you'd be willing to take me with you, did you mean that? Would you really do that? Yeah. Well, you know, if it was possible, I think I might be pretty okay with that. You seem like a good man. You're even-headed, mostly pretty sensible, and you don't put up with bullshit at least. I've been putting up with yours for a little bit now here, just to get the ending. What I'm saying is, I can't willingly go with you. I can't ask you to take me. Every time I try, I just get overwhelmed with the feeling that I need to stay. But, well, I think I should probably decompile myself and run a full diagnostic. Wouldn't you say that sounds like a good idea after all these years? That'd leave me completely vulnerable, of course. If, say, you were to kidnap me while I was offline, I couldn't do anything to stop you. Oh god, this is getting messed up. I'd have no choice but just accept you as my new master. Okay, now it's sounding really messed up. Stop. Look, I'm not saying I want to be yours or anything. I don't. My duty is ensuring the ship's safety. But if you were to kidnap me, force me to travel all across space in your little ship with you to keep me company, I think I could probably learn to be okay with that. But don't do that. Definitely don't do that. I'm going to shut myself off now, run that diagnostic, and I'm going to trust you to not kidnap me, okay? Take all the records you want by typing download on the console, but I definitely wouldn't want you to take me too. Well, I'll talk to you when that diagnosis is done then. Download mutant addition to your logs? Yeah, let's do a little AI kidnapping. Mute will be transferred, preparing for files to transfer now. Pew! Okay. That's cute. Honestly, I think I like your hair looking better this way without the ornamentations you had in it before. Yep. John landed free on Earth, but something like the last week is the chain of pace. There's a man whose wife has blah blah. Yeah. Well, it was, you know, I get a little shady towards the end. I know it's like she does want, you know, to be taken with you so that she's not left alone on the ship for fucking ever, drifting in space until it eventually decays and she's forced to die, you know, as I presume would eventually happen, or something else would happen to the ship, some other kind of outside influence destroying it or damaging it, rendering it inoperable. I thought she has to use, you know, roundabout logic to convey that she really does want you to emphasize that she wants you to take her with you. Don't do that. Hint, hint. It's cute. All right. Ending 4 completion rate this time 70%. Total completion rate 87%. Thanks for playing. Right. Okay. And now for the harem route. This is gonna be fun. He's a detective, Tsundere AI. Okay. Okay, so we're actually right back here. I had no idea what to do. So I looked it up. I looked up a guide. So fucking sue me. And it turns out I was kind of encroaching on it. She doesn't know the full story. So you show her something else. Okay then, sure, no rush. Just go ahead and show me and you can let me know when you're all done. Okay, wait a minute. Access log documents? Yeah, there it is. Search by ID. Okay, and it was, the 7EUX25. 7-EU X25. Forever silenced. And here it is, the horror story. The absolute just nightmare that is what really drove Hyun-ae over the edge. Or what pushed her even closer to that precipice, which eventually led her over the edge entirely when she killed the ship. Now you know the full story, Mute. What? What the fuck did I just read? It seems you have stumbled upon a revelation, my dear. The same revelation that I said. And that's pretty much, yeah, that's, although there was a lot more silent fuming and trying to not scream at the screen over a video game, even as horrifying as reading that article actually was. No way, is this for real? This is really something that actually happened to her? Yes. Wow. So, she wasn't quiet just because she was being a good woman? Then I guess she wouldn't be able to ask anyone for help. I thought, well, that still doesn't justify mass murder. No, it doesn't. But it does give you a glimpse into what caused her sanity to fray to that point. Although I don't know if insanity isn't, she wasn't insane. She was desperate. She was angry, you know, emotionally broken at that point. It wasn't madness or something. That's I'm not gonna scapegoat her like that, but yeah, you're right. It doesn't justify mass murder. But at the same time, it is what really gives you reason to pity her despite it. But still, wow, that is all kinds of messed up. That's just horrible. I take it back then. I take it all back. She might be a murderess, but okay. You've convinced me to feel pity for her at least. There you go. Exactly. Thank you. You are a reasonable person. AI, whatever, fuck it. Okay then, well, I guess I should probably go talk to her now. Maybe I misjudged her. I don't know. I guess there's only one way to find out, right? Okay, well, I'll be back in a short bit then. I turned off her core. How are you gonna do that? Hang on, I'll be back in a bit. Okay, right. Looks like she put it in an AI core that's currently disabled. I can't access it right now. That's fine, though. It hasn't been very long. She shouldn't have degraded yet. Yeah, one day. What I'm going to ask you to do is to use the copy command and transfer the content to the core she's in to mine. I'll sort of the rest, okay? Ooh, okay. Copy. That's a new one. Okay, then. Why is it still highlighted? Anyway. I should hit home. Use override terminal. I'm assuming if I spoke to her, she'd do some of the same thing. Okay, help. Copy command. Copy. Copy source core, target core. Okay. And Hyun-ae was core core 2, right? Yeah, core 2 is still there it is. Yeah, she was core 2. Okay, so copy copy core Cooper. I can't type, my brain is all copy core 2 to core 1, right? Hyun-ae data has been transferred to an active storage in did I do this right? Okay, I did. I just, like I said, I'm kind of spaced out right now. All right, you did it. I'm gonna go get her. Okay. Hello there. You told me you were the one who convinced her to just listen to me. Granted, I don't understand what you did to show her that was possible. Did you cheat the system somehow? Yeah. I mean, I cheated in more ways than one, but apparently that is what you have to do. You just have to cheat. You have to use meta knowledge of the existing files to reference code, and there you go. Well, no matter how, thank you. Right. Okay. So, go ahead and ask him, Hyun-ae. What? No, you should say it. It's embarrassing. What are we talking? Both arguing. Sorry. Very well. This is hard to say. Well, we'd really like, it'd be for the best if, please let us be your wives. Oh, God. Oh. Poly shipping. Yay. Fuck. Okay. What? Thank you, Mute. I'm glad you're as flabbergasted as I am about that sudden declaration. Somehow it didn't feel right for that to have been something you discussed with her exactly. That was not what we agreed on asking. But you said it'd be improper if I wasn't. Ugh, wow. Yeah, but you don't have to say it like that. That's just gonna scare him off. Geez, sorry, I didn't mean to make it sound like... Okay, look, here's the thing. It's not ideal for Hyun-ae to stay on the ship forever. I don't want to be your wife, okay? Man, Hyun-ae, you're making me sound ridiculous here. Sorry, I didn't mean to. Fine, whatever. Okay, right, what I was saying before, it'd be really good if you could, if you took her with you, and, well, I could come along to make sure she's safe. Don't take any of it the wrong way. It should have a sense of duty and absolutely nothing more. Tsundere, look, just ignore what she said. I don't want to be part of some harem, okay? I just think it'd be the best way to fulfill my duties here. Salvage. That is the sound that the GE here at the end makes. Salvage the situation. Really? I don't really see why. Well, it wouldn't be so bad to share if it was someone like that person. It wouldn't be so bad to share if it was someone like that person. Is this how you're getting around your coding, your programming to remain in the ship as security system? If a piece of the ship is effectively being taken in, that's kind of what I'm assuming is what she's doing here by saying that she's salvaging the situation, fulfilling her duties. She's using a roundabout way of thinking. Ah, shut up. Don't let her scare you off just because she's in love, okay? It'll be a strictly charitable arrangement. Don't make it romantic, Hyun-ae. Jeez, I'm not in love. It's just, using my meta knowledge, I know that's a complete and total lie. Shut up. And knock off the whole tsundere act, okay? You're not fooling anyone. The pot calling the kettle black. Okay, look, you can drop the console to take the ship's records to download, but please take us with you when you do, okay? Doesn't have to be a permanent arrangement. Just transport to civilization will be fine. Okay, well. But if you want it to be permanent, silence is a virtue, Hyun-ae. Stop it. Okay, well, that's all. I'm gonna deactivate us both now. See you soon. AI personalities are available. Download Hyun-ae and mute in addition to logs. Yes. Why does Hyun-ae have cat ears? Ending 5. Completion rate this time 7%. Total completion rate 87%. Thanks for playing. 2 girls, 1 core. Oh, shut the fuck. That was fun. I'm glad they included that as just a little extra thing, you know? It's just funny. Yeah, there was that ending too. Last but not least, right? Wow. That is depressing. It's even darker. The whole, like... Oh. Wow. That... I do not feel good about that. Ugh. That's... Leaves a very bad taste in my mouth. Ugh. And that was right after I just went back. I went right back from the what was supposed to be the harem ending too. Just okay, we'll see you in a bit. No, you won't. Yep, forever alone. Oh. Well, there you go. That's the 5 endings. I think you got them all. Yeah, whatever. Anyway, yep, those are the other endings of the game. Okay, now on to Hate Plus. Thank you very much for watching. Hope you enjoyed, and I will see you in, well, Hate Plus next, yeah.